Kawhi Leonard is one of my favorite players in basketball. And honestly, it kind of sucks because at the same time, every other week this man is going to miss a bunch of games, never play back to back. But I think because of this, people have actually began to start to sleep on Kawhi Leonard and just how good of a player he really is. Because guys, when we look at Basketball Reference, over the last 9 games Kawhi Leonard has played, he has been averaging a silent 29 on 57, 46, and 92 splits, with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block a game with only 1 personal foul, almost 2, and only 2 turnovers. Kawhi has been playing actually some of his best all-around basketball to me. Now obviously, do I think he's as good of a defender as per se when he was back in San Antonio? No. I think those days are a little bit behind Kawhi. But I still think he's playing very good defense. His playmaking is actually starting to show itself to be the best that I've seen, and his scoring is obviously still going to be incredible. So guys, before we get into looking into why Kawhi Leonard might still be a top 5 player, I need you guys to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and spread the word on the video, guys. Lately, things haven't been performing as great as I thought they would, so hopefully we can pick up a little bit of support, and I love everything you guys are doing already, so keep it up. And now, let's get into why Kawhi Leonard is still a top 5 player in the NBA. And a major reason for this is going to be Kawhi's defense. So as we see here on this first play, Terrence Mann helps out actually with Kawhi's deflection here as he gets LeBron to be in an uncomfortable position. And again, we're going to take a notice to how well Kawhi just plays off his man. As we see here, gets the one-on-one with LeBron, who immediately gives it to Russ. And Kawhi slightly shifts over to help get his claw hands in to get a beautiful swipe and help get the transition dunk that puts an end to this game with the Lakers. And as we're going to see here in this game right here, as the man cuts, Kawhi just does so well positioning his body behind the man driving that he's able to get the swat and again lead to beautiful transition offense, which Kawhi is just so good at. And guys, I think this is one of the biggest reasons I might think Kawhi is still just this good of a player. It's seeing just how much he's able to impact the floor on both ends that I really hope that if he continues to keep this up, he really can be back to a top 5 player in this league with this two-way impact. As the Clippers, as of right now when I'm recording on January 31st, still have a top 10 defense in basketball, which is pretty impressive all things considered. And honestly, I think a huge part of that is Kawhi and his efforts on the defensive end. Another major facet of Kawhi's game that we're going to need to look at is his playmaking. So as we see here in this first clip against the Raptors, he gets the screen off of Zubac and immediately makes a move towards the paint. And what you're going to see here is the entire team basically commit, and as Norman Powell is going to slip out to the right and Kawhi retracts from this almost triple team, he immediately is able to recognize and know that Norman's his man to dish it to and gets the beautiful wide open 3. And on this next possession here, what I think is so well done is how much they have to respect his midi. And you look here, Kawhi's not even looking as he's already dedicated to the idea of giving it to Marcus Morris, who again gets the beautiful corner 3. Kawhi is actually an underrated playmaker these days, and I think it's because of just his step up in effort on the playmaking side of the ball. He isn't just looking to necessarily score for himself, but is also looking to help create for his teammates. As up until this point, to be honest, the Clippers as an offense has been genuinely kind of hard to watch at times. So I think though a huge part of this is just how much more Kawhi and Paul George have started to kind of step up as playmakers for the team, and not just I gotta be Mr. ISO man and just make sure I get my buckets and maybe everyone else will get theirs because of the attention I bring, but instead purposefully creating the attention for others and therefore helping the team as a whole start to step up as an offensive unit. And I think obviously, guys, we need to talk about the scoring of Kawhi, who obviously as of late has been on a big scoring tear at the moment, as we're going to take a look at these clips right here. So on this first clip, we see the screen from Norman Powell for Kawhi, as we start to see Zubac is actually about to set a screen, but what Kawhi kind of does well here is instead take advantage of this later. Because what he's going to take advantage of is a drop coverage here played by Capella, as he's going to then get the step back, and obviously just take a look. He's got the distance. Bogdanovic doesn't move in on him, and Kawhi just gets the easy mid-range jumper. Now in this next clip here again, I think Kawhi just works so well with Zubac, who gets the screen here with Bertans, and as Luka comes over, you're going to see he's going to try and swipe at him. But at that moment, he's able to then create enough distance between him and the next incoming Mavericks defenders that he's able to again get the easy mid-range shot that he's just so good at. And guys, I think again, Kawhi as a scorer has never been the issue for people. no one's ever been worried that Kawhi is going to be a bad scorer or is just going to be unable to do what he normally does. I think the issue was he going to be able to do it at a similar level or pace that we had last seen him at? Because when we last saw him, the man was putting up a Shaq level of efficiencies in the playoffs. And I don't necessarily know if we'll ever see that level of play from Kawhi again, or any player for that matter. But what Kawhi is doing right now has been pretty freaking impressive, considering he's only played in these 11 games in this month alone, and he's helped this Clippers team now become 4th in the West, and they went on a big win streak before just losing to the Cavaliers, where none of them played. And I think that's really the only thing holding me back from Kawhi getting into that top 5 conversation right now, is just how long is he going to keep playing games. And honestly, but if he continues this offensive stretch, at some point I just can no longer refuse the facts of the case. He's playing incredible defense. He's helping this team be a top 11 to 10 defense in the league, and is helping them rapidly improve as an offensive unit due to his increasing in playmaking. And honestly, it's the best all-around Kawhi I've seen. Now, no, do I think he's necessarily as good of a defender as he was in San Antonio? Absolutely not. Do I think he was necessarily as prolific as the Raptors? He might be if he continues this kind of stretch. But the thing is this increase in his playmaking, I think, is just making him more and more versatile and more dangerous. So guys, this was Mr. Knows Hoops. I really want to know what you guys think about this, because Kawhi is probably my favorite player in the league, and it's just so fun to watch. And I know that, your favorite Twitter accounts aren't covering his games all the time, so I just wanted you guys to know that he really could be back on track and to put you guys on the map. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Kawhi, if he continues this stretch, is back to being a top 5 player? Or do you think that the field is just too competitive? As always, this is Mr. Knows Hoops, guys. Peace out.